Welcome to Wealth Up, a channel about personal finance and building wealth. Online banks have been emerging into the mainstream in the last few years. Should you have one? Are you missing out? Online banks are, as the name implies, only online, meaning that they do not have any physical locations. They are exclusively online, and you can do all of your banking on their website or on their app. These online banks have savings and checking accounts, and some even offer loans and investment options. For most checking accounts, you can get a debit card and withdraw cash from ATMs. These banks have a network of ATMs at no charge. You should look at the specifics for the bank you are interested in to see how expansive and readily accessible they are to you. Online banks typically offer higher interest rates on savings accounts and lower fees overall. You may have seen these before, and you may be asking yourself how. They can do this because they don't have the added expenses of having a physical location. They don't have a rent payment, employees to pay, insurance to pay, etc. They take these savings to pay you higher interest and to provide you banking services with the lowest fees possible. There are many options out there for online banks. Note that this is not sponsored and only for educational purposes. Some things to consider when making a decision on which bank to go with: look at the account minimums that may be needed, interest rates, fees, the ATM network, and safety. This is very important. You want to be sure that your money is being safely handled and insured. To check this, make sure that the bank that you go with is FDIC insured. This is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. There are many compiled lists online of these banks that have this information all pulled together for you. They even detail the pros and the cons. Some to consider as you start your research are the following. First option is Ally Bank. As you can see from their website, they have checking and savings accounts, investing and retirement accounts, mortgages, auto, and personal loans. They are one of the most established online banks, and I personally have an account with them. Another option to consider is Axos Bank, offer a high interest checking account. The next option to consider is Varo Bank. After a quick glance, you can see that they don't have a minimum balance, no monthly fees, no withdrawal fees, and have a large network of ATMs. The next option to consider is Chime. They have also been around for some time and also offer similar features. In contrast, traditional banks are exactly what you know to be: brick-and-mortar banks with physical locations. Of course, they offer the same services, but typically offer extremely low interest rates and have a lot of fees. Having a physical bank to go to does have its benefits, like being able to go into the bank and talk to someone. But don't most of us use banks online exclusively anyway? Why not pay less in fees and get paid more for the money you are saving? Do you have an online bank already? Do you like it? Leave a comment down below. If you don't have one, should you be considering an online bank? Because these typically are free, there isn't much of a drawback to having one, and you will have higher returns on your money. If your bank is currently charging you to have an account open, an online bank is a great option for saving money in fees. You should not have to pay to keep your money in a bank account. Another thing to consider is to have an account with both types of banks. Nothing is obligating you to only work with one type of bank. For the money that you do not plan to use immediately, like an emergency fund or a sinking fund, it makes the most financial sense to have it in an account that will pay you the highest interest, compared to nearly nothing from a traditional bank. I personally have accounts with 3 different banks: 2 traditional banks, 1 a national bank and a credit union, and 1 online bank account. I use the online bank account to take advantage of the high interest rates. I keep my emergency fund here, And I keep all of my sinking funds here as well. And I use the National Bank for all of my daily transactions and the credit union for all of my loans. To date, I have no complaints about the online bank. Everything has been smooth with them. I like that I am getting the highest interest rate, and I am able to have multiple savings accounts with them for different sinking funds. Do you have a banking setup strategy? Leave a comment down below and share what you are doing. If you have found this video useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see upcoming videos. If you want to see regular content, you could add me on Instagram at wealth_up. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.